Ladies and gents and everyone in between, welcome to PlayerTwoFirst.
I'm Player 2.
And I'm Player 1. Welcome back, everyone, to episode 25, where we will be continuing our journey in Kanto this time. First time I get to say that. Woo! And we will be making our way up Route 27 and into Route 26 and through Route 26 and beyond. This episode is going to be a lot of battling, so there may be some speed up, just a heads up. But we also don't want to have you guys not experience our hilarity. Hilarity?
Hilarity. See?
You never know what's going to happen on this channel.
At least we think we're funny.
I think I'm hilarious. I was going to say hilarious because that's hilarity, but then that made sense. And now I feel bad. I'm sorry, I've ruined it for all the people. Anyway, as Mareep lowers hothead speed by 3 stages plus paralysis, so 6 more stages.
And then whips out a signal beam.
And confuses it. Oh, it's gonna be a slog today.
Wow, a lot just happened.
It's gonna be a slog today.
I did more damage to myself.
Yep.
This is unacceptable.
I mean, there is the other alternative. You could switch out.
Switch out. To Melody! Dude, look at friggin' Hothead. Holy jeez.
It's like twitching. Why would you switch to Melody?
I was kidding.
Oh, okay.
4 water type moves. Super is a fish. Let's give Merlin a little
10 to 11 care.
That's the one. Oh, signal beam.
That's okay. It's a Mareep.
What if it gets confusion?
That's unfortunate.
Okay. Die.
I don't know why that was so funny.
Me neither, but it's hilarity.
Oh boy, that's gonna live on with me in infamousy.
Mother? Oh my goodness! Like, thank you, but gee wows.
Okay.
You know, gee wows, the thing that people say. Okay, I'm not gonna have Hothead in front.
Yep.
Gonzo.
Yep, I guess.
Why not? Merlin. So we get the speed out there. Melody? Not Melody.
Melody needs some leveling up.
Oh, we're gonna be in the grass for a bit. Although fire. Hey,
Wow.
France.
That was a lot.
Sure was. Oh, how you doing?
A bit nervous.
Oh.
Would you like to say something?
Yeah.
Wow, your Pokemon is acting very surprised.
I mean, I didn't know I could talk.
What did you say?
I don't know whether to be serious or funny right now.
What did you say? What did you tell Merlin? He's nervous.
Bro, you good?
I was Merlin in this case. Anyway.
The following is a dramatic recreation of true events.
Of the real life.
Is there anything over there? Maybe, probably.
Probably.
Nope.
Hard pass.
Good talk. Whoa, whoa.
Wait, what?
It's down below.
Ah. It's that way. It's in the rock. Or in the space. That isn't the rock. Wait, what? Oh, yeah. Okay.
Revive!
Hooray!
We do. Dodo!
Totoro! Totoro.
So, these are like actually the right levels as us.
Uh-huh.
Stop it.
The Culverberry!
Hey!
That Culverberry, though.
Yeah?
Wow.
Yeah,
Coming in clutch, we should give him another one.
we should.
That was
Also clutch with the crit.
clutchest Culverberry ever.
Yeah. Oh, alright, so maybe we won't train so much right now. And because Merlin's in front, we can get away from anybody. Oh, or Mailman.
I mean, you could probably heal him.
Okay.
In case something like has pursued or shenanigan. Nope. I mean, also you can give me the item, but nope.
You're right.
You can give me the item from the back too.
Full restore.
That's a huge waste of a full restore.
Well, you know who needs a full restore though?
Okay. So my general MO with Pokemon is if I'm in the overworld and I'm not in a battle, I'll just use 2 items.
Yeah.
If I'm in a battle, I need the 1 item to do 2 things.
Sure.
But we're gonna buy like a million full restores, so it really doesn't matter this time either way.
True.
But if you have something that is specifically for paralysis and does nothing else for you.
Yay.
Now I think that stems from the times in which I could only hold X number of items in my bag. And then like tried to get rid of them when I could.
Sure.
Tried to free up inventory space for the better ones. You didn't give him the cold berry though.
You're right. I'll just have to get away.
Or just kill it.
I mean, maybe. Okay, maybe.
Now you're slow. I feel like if someone's face was scary and you looked at them, you'd be faster.
You'd get the flight.
Yeah. You'd be like, oh,
okay, you'd catch the flight.
you stay away from me with that. Give him a Culver Berry.
Yeah, we're not getting good experience from these folks.
I mean, it's Eradicate and Split experience.
Yeah.
But yes, it's right.
Use it again.
You should always use the trainer's Pokemon first, because trainer Pokemon are 1.5 times for every Pokemon.
What? What?
When you're battling for grinding, Culver Berry!
Don't talk to me.
When you're battling a trainer
Yeah.
with the same exact Pokemon, the same exact level, it would give you 1.5 times more experience than a wild Pokemon of the exact same stats.
Okay. So fight trainers.
Yes, fight trainers, they're better for experience.
What's up? You're gonna be a fighting person. Or a bird person.
The same thing! No, he's a psychic person, I think.
That's not at all what I said. Yeah, okay.
I mean, I just got that from what he was saying, not from what he looked like.
What did he say?
He said, don't tell me you're going to fight the Pokemon League.
That's fair. Starmie's just water.
Water psychic.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one of the best typings in the game. And
Like water dragon.
Starmie has been in the highest tier of competitive battling every generation.
Huh. Sweet.
It shared that distinction with one other Gen 1 Pokemon. Can you name it? Until Gen 7, in which that Pokemon got a new ability and dropped out of the highest competitive tier.
Is it Executor?
Nope. It is not actually Psychic type. Can't. I don't know what you're gonna do with this thing.
Oh. Sure. With anybody or with Merlin?
With Merlin.
Bug.
Merlin doesn't have bug type attack.
I'm trying to just
Oh.
spitball here.
Yeah, bug would be super effective.
Bug. 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 Charizard.
Nope.
Oh, is it Seadra?
No. That'd be dope.
I don't know who.
I love Seadra. Gengar.
Ah.
Yeah, it makes sense now that you think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gengar was the highest tier with Starmie every generation until Gen 7 when Gengar fell out.
Because it doesn't have Levitate anymore.
Yes, because they gave it Curse Body instead of Levitate because it was too good.
Dragonite. What's the deal with Dragonite? Was it not in the top tier?
Not every gen.
Okay.
It really struggled in Gens 3 and 4.
Okay.
Not really struggled, like dipped to the next tier below the highest tier because of the prevalence of strong water types that had access to ice type moves.
Gotcha.
And also other dragons like Salamence being
Lapras.
better. Lapras was always a problem for Dragonite. other things like Salamence.
Salamis is better than Dragonite?
At doing what it needs to do for competitive, it can be.
Huh.
But then in Gen 5, Dragonite got multi-scale. Which is an ability that when it's at full health, it takes half damage from any attack.
Which is nuts.
Yeah. And so then it became way better.
Hey.
Plus, in Gen 4, in that thing that you did with your Teeny, it got extreme speed, which was able to be bred down. So then it was all of a sudden like had access to priority, it had multi-scale.
Did you see that?
No, I didn't read it.
You're from Newbark Town. You must be exhausted. Battle! Piece of
Rena.
Melody! Do the thing.
And like ducks out.
Fire Fang.
So I'm playing Animal Crossing
Okay.
on the side, just on my own free time that I have. And one of my villagers is named Punchy.
Okay.
And it was like, I need a new catchphrase. So in all caps, I wrote, Fire Punch. So now every time he talks to me, he's like, well, how's it going? Fire Punch.
Nidorina is poison.
Uh-huh.
Which Psychic is good against.
Uh-huh.
That took me
A
too
long time.
long.
A long time.
Roughly way too long.
Yes. You need the other type that's super effective against poison.
Not right now. Ground.
Yes. Good job. You're learning.
Hey. Not well.
Hey.
Just a little.
There was that time where you said that Zubat... What did you say Zubat was? It was really wrong.
I got flying.
Yeah. But you went through a lot of other types before you settled on poison.
I'm sure I got water in there somewhere. Staryu is just water.
Yes. Staryu is just water.
Yeah, that happened.
But now you wouldn't do that. You're learning.
Yeah, now I know. I can't even. I was gonna say, yeah, now I know that it's ground fairy, but see, I even took a second to actually think about it, and I couldn't spit it out.
Is it what Zubat actually is?
No. A joke. A good joke.
Oh. That would be a great type, though.
Ground fairy.
Mm-hmm. I can't think if there are any right now.
Okay. What would its weaknesses be?
Oh, they'd have a million weaknesses.
So that's a pretty bad type.
But it'd be so offensively good.
Sure.
Because it's so ground super affects 5 things. Fairy's immune to dragon and super affects 3 things. 3 of the most common types. Fighting dragon and dark.
Oh. Yay.
And then ground doesn't super affect any of those, but instead super affects steel, rock, fire,
Liz.
poison, and... Why am I blanking on the other type right now? Electric. So you're super affecting 8 types with just your stab.
Huh. Wow.
And then it would probably get some kind of coverage to cover the other types.
Mm-hmm.
Additionally, the steel and poison types that the fairy is weak to, ground super affects both of those.
Mm-hmm.
And ground resists.
Route 26.
Hey! I was distracted. Don't break it.
Stop it.
Or your finger.
My finger's good.
Hey, his finger's good.
Yeah.
Route 26 is a new route, and everything's exactly the same as Route 27. There are no new encounters, there are no changed encounters, and nothing is different.
I'll just throw a quick speed through of all that. Maybe I won't. The end.
Nothing has changed.
Quillfish.
But there is a blue apricorn on this route.
Golly.
So that's new. Side movement.
Okay. Is it poison?
Yeah.
Hey.
It's water poison.
Water poison.
I love Quillfish. It's so derpy. But, so, here's the thing that I used to do because I'm a nerd. my friend Joe and I, who we will try to have on the channel at some point,
Yes.
did this thing that we called Scrabattling. And we would play a game of Scrabble, and our starting rack of 7 tiles was, we had those 7 letters to create a Pokemon team. And so obviously Pokemon team is 6, so you had 1 freebie that you could throw out and kind of mix and match. During the course of the Scrabble game that you're playing, you had to build the team, at least select the Pokemon. And at the end of the game of the Scrabble, you had to give the list of Pokemon to your opponent. So they knew exactly which Pokemon you had that you were going to bring with your 7 tiles. And then you knew which ones they were going to bring. You had 1 week to team build, to actually get the team bred up and competitively ready, and then we would battle, best of 5. The Scrabble game was one of the best of 5. So if you won the Scrabble game, then you got a little bit of a boost. But one time, I managed to somehow pull the letter Q in my starting rack. And there's not a lot of Pokemon whose names start with Q. There was Quagsire and Quillfish. And I had to choose one of them. Because one of my other letters was I. And I, which you'd think is not an uncommon letter, has 2 as well.
Okay.
Illumise
Okay.
and Infernape. And I had just used an Infernape in the last one, so I didn't really want to use an Infernape again. So I was like, okay, I will use the Q. So I started using a Quillfish for this battle.
What do you think about Rain Dance?
Eh,
Cool.
our team is not set up for rain.
Oh, you're right.
So I was like, I'm going to select Quillfish over Quagsire, because Quillfish is super silly. So I started doing some research into what Quillfish could actually do for my team. Turns out it is a really good supportive Pokemon. It's not, the stats aren't great, so that's what holds it back, because it doesn't evolve or anything. But it gets some of the strangest moves I would have never expected. So besides the fact that it gets 2 different forms of setup for entry hazards and spikes and toxic spikes, it also gets Destiny Bond. Why not? Pain Split. Why not? Thunder Wave, because why not? And between
Poison Water. Give it Thunder Wave.
Yeah, and between Thunder Wave and Waterfall, it can paraflinch something. It gets, I believe it gets Explosion. I'm pretty sure it gets Explosion. It has access to the ability Intimidate, which is super useful. So like, turns out it was a really good supportive Pokemon for my team, and I was like, okay. And so it ended up being like, what set do I run on this Quillfish? I can run like 50 different moves. And that was like the one thing I remember from this battle, and this battle was like, I'm gonna use a Quillfish. Aww, they're all big now.
Except Murkrow.
Remember when they were all tiny? Yeah, it was so cute. Oh, my eye itches.
Okay. Yeah, Murkrow. I couldn't remember if I had named Murkrow.
No,
right.
I didn't name Murkrow. Because I
What's up,
wasn't
bruh?
necessarily gonna use that one, but then I did.
Oh, yes.
Say something better this time. What did you say?
I said, bruh. I'll get better.
One step.
But you're not satisfied with just collecting them, right?
See,
Amazing.
I don't use calendars nearly as often as you do.
Yeah, I used to not, and it was terrible.
See,
So
I'm
I
having
now
trouble
do.
with it, so we're going for it. There is a max elixir if you jump down all the ledges over there, but then you have to go all the way back up.
Worth it? Not worth it.
It's up to you.
Not worth it.
I'm just giving the informations.
Informations.
Ninformations. That's a house that heals you.
Heal me, house.
Ding ding pring. You step out.
Heal me, house. Just kidding, it hurts you. Sure. Aw. Thanks. I wonder if Merlin's still nervous.
You can ask him.
I will. What's up, bud?
Focus with a sharp gaze.
That sounds like a rested Pokemon to me. No, I wanted the Blapricorn.
Bleh. Bleh. Apricorn.
The Blapricorn.
Blapricorn.
Since you've come this far, you must be good. I'm going to give this battle everything I've got.
It's funny because like so it's super cold here.
It's chilly.
And it's also really dry because the winter. And so my skin is cracking like anyone's does when it gets cold.
Yep.
And yesterday, my finger was bleeding, so I put a Band-Aid on it, like you do. And as soon as I put a Band-Aid on it, I swear I didn't let it touch anything. Like I wrapped it in a Band-Aid, and it was like, whoop, up, and I was trying to grab things, and my hand instinctively would not let it grab anything. Took the Band-Aid off, wasn't bleeding anymore. Took the Band-Aid off, immediately was using it again.
Yeah.
I was like, how did it? No.
North to Victory Road. You had the brain, man.
What a crazy instrument.
I thought you were gonna say invention.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
No. Neither is horseradish.
God, how many quotes can we make from SpongeBob in one series?
There's just so much.
There's so many.
There's so much, and there's enough that's so good. It's pervasive. Ooh. There's an SAT word. Poison. Grass poison.
So every time, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Every time, I was still doing the SAT word thing.
Okay.
Because I was thinking about the fact that whenever I think of a word like that, I say it's a chocolate word. There's vanilla words, which are like boring, basic words, and chocolate words are the exciting ones.
Huh.
And the reason I think of that is because of a book, which is actually right over there, and I could get and show the people. Because I'm actually featured in the, what do you call it? The special thanks, or the dedication of the book. Not my name, but by extension. And so...
Extension.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
So there's a book. It's called Through the Eyes of a Raptor. You guys can't see the title. I don't know why this is in it. Or that.
Here,
But focus on the book.
There.
Through the Eyes of a Raptor. And this book, autofocus? Yay.
Sort of.
In the dedication of this book, there was a group of people, aka my 4th grade class, who helped the author.
I remember that.
Helped the author decide a vital character in an important scene. And so, I'm not gonna say her name, but the person that she actually knew, and her then 4th grade class who collectively defined a character in a critical scene, is mentioned in the beginning of this book. I was in that 4th grade class. In fact, the character was my idea.
Wow.
Yes, I'm the one who actually thought of what ended up being the character. So, she didn't know my name, this author, but I'm mentioned in this book. Now, this book talks about chocolate versus vanilla words when you're thinking about something really exciting. So that's why every time someone says something like that, I always think of like chocolate words, not SAT words.
There you go.
But that's a fun fact about me. If anyone wants to get this book, I recommend it. It's called Through the Eyes of a Raptor by Julie Hunk. Hunky? It's on screen.
Honk.
And
I'm sorry, Julie.
it's really, really good. I loved reading this book. I've read it multiple times since then. It's not high-level reading, but it's a well-written book, high-quality book. Feel it. It's like heavy material.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. This was the first edition printing of it. And signed by the author. But what is happening?
There she is.
The man, the woman, the myth, the legend. The Julie.
The Julie.
So that's a fun fact. Also these. I forgot about these.
Oh. What? This is so cute. Did someone draw those?
Lisa.
Amazing.
Yeah.
You know those people who are just so good. And every single time you see every time you see something, you're like frustrated that they exist, but then obviously you love them too, and you're just like we had 2 things that Elisa had made standing up, and I just blew them over when I saw it.
Yeah. So for anyone who doesn't know, Elisa is a mod in my chat on my Twitch channel and a good friend of mine from college. So that's how the connection gets made there.
Doesn't even have eyes.
Do you know why? Do you know the lore behind Parasect?
No.
Oh, so Paris is the little crab thing. Okay?
Yes.
And normally a hermit crab would be in a shell.
Sure.
They have a mushroom. That mushroom is a parasite. And as it grows, it slowly takes over the crab's mind to the point where it becomes a mindless zombie drone of the mushroom.
Huh.
So when it evolves, the mushroom has taken over its mind so fully that it no longer has a mind of its own, which is why its eyes go white.
Amazing.
It's like those ants that eat the thing and then like turn into mindless zombies and then go sit on the top of grass in order to get eaten by the thing so that they can be in the poop so they can whatever thing, that parasite. Yeah, it's the same concept. I think it's actually based on that.
Nice.
It's loosely based on it. Because it's a mushroom.
Pokemon.
Yeah, it's a dark place.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Gengar Sun and Moon Pokedex entry?
No.
I'm gonna read it for the people.
For the people. Also the people in case... Also for the people, in case you caught that, when I put my leg up, I am wearing red on top and yellow on bottom. I have been referred to as mustard and ketchup in the past.
It's all he wears every day.
But
that's it. This is his real skin.
I'm shameless about this because, as Robert mentioned, it's freezing.
So, Pokemon Sun. All right, we'll start here. All right.
Sure.
We'll start in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, where the Gengar Pokedex entry reads, "Sometimes on a dark night, your shadow thrown by a streetlight will suddenly and startlingly overtake you. It is actually a Gengar running past you, pretending to be your shadow." Followed by Pokemon Sun. Suddenly, nope,
Mother?
that's the wrong one. Should you feel yourself attacked by a sudden chill, it is evidence of an approaching Gengar. There is no escaping it. Give up. I remember playing Pokemon Sun for the first time and reading that Pokedex entry and being like, what? Jesus, that's horrifying. Like, this is a children's game.
Yeah. What do you think about that, Merlin? Okay, great.
Fun fact, there was a Pokemon competition called the Kanto Classic where you had to use only Pokemon from Kanto in a Gen 6 battle, and they couldn't use items or anything like Gen 1. And I used an Alakazam specifically because I knew everyone else was going to use Gengar. Because Alakazam OHKOs Gengar and outspeeds it.
Perfect.
So that was actually, like, specially what the Alakazam was for. It was like, everyone's going to use a Gengar. I'm having Alakazam. Now, admittedly, a lot of people had Alakazam too. But
naturally,
most people use Gengar.
Nice.
My team for that was Blastoise, Arcanine, Alakazam. God, it's been so long since this competition. It's like 3 years ago. I specifically didn't use a Snorlax, even though I knew Snorlax would be the best Pokemon to use. And everyone's gonna use it. Yeah, it was a good team. I actually ended up placing in the top 50 in the US in that competition.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think I was top
Player 1, everyone.
Top 200 of all the people who did it. I think I went 23 and 7.
Jeez.
Yeah. So that was like the peak of my competitive, like, I'm gonna get invested in this and like make it work. And I did. And it's actually funny because I made this team and I was prepping it and working on it, and like I was like, hey, my friend Joe, do you want to build a team for this with me and work on it together? And he's like, sure. I'll use Aerodactyl and Jolteon. Those two were in it too. Because I wanted the speed.
Solid.
Yeah. And so I was like, do you want to prep a team with me? And he was like, yeah, all right, I'll prep a team with you. So he didn't have a lot of time, and so he didn't really sit down and prep a team as much as I did. So I like prepped this whole team and made it all, and was like, hey, can you just throw something together that I can battle against? A couple things. A couple like random teams that you think are gonna be like common. So he's like, okay, so he threw them together, and I battled them, and I destroyed them. And he's like, wow, your team is really good. What is it? So I told him all the sets and everything. So he used it. Just my team with like my sets and my ideas. He's like, okay, I'm just gonna breed that and make that work. Because he didn't have a lot of time to plan his own. And I think he didn't have as much time to battle as me. So I think he went like 17 and 9 with it too. So like the team itself was just really solid. My first day, so you got 10 battles a day for 3 days. That was the way the competition worked. My first day I went 10 and 0.
Jeez.
Just like nobody in the lower tiers was able to compete with that team. And then finally it was like, okay, the people not like that won their games and are high up, they can do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a crazy, crazy game. of time of game.
Calm mind.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
+1 special attack, +1 special defense.
Great. Who needs reflect?
Yeah, I think we're probably past reflect.
Because we definitely still use teleport, and we definitely still use the other two.
Yes. I think we're past reflect because we are going to get a physically defensive monster coming up. Pocket monster.
Never mind that Merlin wasn't going to be our wall anyway.
Yeah, he was just setting up for the wall.
Yeah.
All right, another phone number.
So many phone numbers on this route.
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
No, that's not what I want.
She's right. Except when you reset your game over and over.
Come on.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to read the sign. Pokemon League reception gate.
And in we go. Woo! So he's going to check to make sure we have the things that we need to have, but we had to have the things in order to go up the places, so...
What's up, Brand? Only trainers who have proven themselves may pass. Oh! The 8 badges of Johto! Please, go right on through! Thanks. What about you two?
You can't go that way yet.
Okay. Scary strong. Okay. By you.
Not even a reason. All right, and welcome everyone to Victory Road.
Graveler.
There are a few new encounters. It's actually only one new encounter here. There's a few encounters for the first time. So here we get HeartGold only. You can encounter Donphan here. So Donphan is obviously the evolved form of Phanpy, which is a really, really good defensive Pokemon. Ground type. Solid choice. And you can encounter Ursaring here for the first time. So you can encounter the evolved form of Teddiursa, which we have seen before. There is one new encounter in Victory Road, and that encounter is a Rhyhorn.
Woo!
Rhyhorn.
Kill it.
No.
Great.
Rhyhorn is a rock ground type,
Oh,
absolutely ferocious. You're paralyzed.
Paralyzed.
Ferocious defensive and offensive Pokemon, often referred to as a tank, as in it can tank a lot of hits and dish a lot of damage, as opposed to a wall, which is a Pokemon that can just take hits and not do that much damage. So, what we're gonna do, unless you crit it. What? That's bad, Rhyhorn. I don't want it.
Great. Well, how's its special defense?
Lower than its physical defense, significantly. But I
Okay.
don't think that much lower.
Sure.
Only one level lower. But I guess you're a fully evolved Alakazam, so like.
I mean, sure.
Anyway, there is one new encounter. It is Rhyhorn. And we weren't going to spoil it, but since we're here, we are going to be searching for a Rhyhorn to add to the team as our last. No, you're good.
Wow!
As our last new team member. So we're gonna hunt for a little bit, and we will come back in the next episode when we have found and caught that Rhyhorn.
And until then, see you later.